Alright, egghead.
We're close.
Give me your secrets.
True, hard, full, core.
Nothing.
Hardcore.
Nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
All
Here
right.
comes the
Shit.
We're close. True, hard, full. It's
Is it?
hardcore.
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skip a D, skip it.
Damn it.
We're close. True, hardcore. Hardcore to internally coherent. Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yekokata, the place to be.
Why is it this Yekokata is the place to be? What does that mean?
Yekokata, the hardcore place.
Damn it.
True, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega.
Oh, right.
Here comes the
Damn it.
True, hard. It's hardcore. Skip a D.
Okay, so it's none of the first ones. You
True,
have to say
hardcore.
nothing.
Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music and the very real air of the stuff he chants.
Hardcore. Ah.
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
Just answer the question.
There was no question.
Damn it.
True.
Okay, I'm very
Hardcore.
close.
Internally coherent. All core. All right. Yeah. Ha. The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had just asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question.
Damn it. Okay, so I guess I'm further off than I think.
All core. All right. Hardcore.
So hardcore. I was just thinking about that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
Damn it. Okay, so we're very close now.
True. In all core. All right. Is it though?
Really, you just press 1 over and over again? It is!
What is it? I mean, really.
I was thinking that
I
too.
am the mic and for.
Shit. Is it really just press 1
True.
over and over and over
All core.
again?
All right. Is it though?
It is.
What is it? I mean, really.
The question is, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns, then starts bobbing his head back and forth once more. The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There's a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Just-Lane right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be more so. You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore. Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Ono Van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last month, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding its back from being hyper? It's like it's only ultra. I think it's super hardcore, but you're right, it's not hyper hardcore. If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic in a failed cup, but you're pretty certain a thing cannot be proto and hardcore. It's proto. It's not hardcore at all. Whoa, culture cop! I think you might be right, but how could it become more hardcore? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be? Try to think if anything could make it harder core. What? Guys, there's something happening in his brain! As your mind works, the beat recedes from your ears. You hear your own blood pulsing through your head, nourishing your thoughts with oxygen. The rhythm is familiar. Feel the movement of blood through my head. The abstract shapes swelling in the foreground have done so in vain. This is a core matter. The answer and the double kick that moves the millimeters through your mind. The dark thud is the source of all rhythm. The inspiration behind mathematics. The hard core. Think even harder. Oh yeah, he's doing it! But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason. My imagination fails me. I know, so does mine! There's something else that hasn't failed you. Sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question? No, this is the answer. I just remembered something. I'm the police! Uh-huh. Nothing. Me being the police isn't going to help us. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra. Huh, maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing. Beat of your heart. Expert on anodic music. Alright, let's put on my physical instrument. Put on the t-shirt from Heimdall. Is that what it's called? No, it's called Man from Heimdall. I wish it was just called the t-shirt from Heimdall. I don't know if I have anything else that increases physical instrument. Nope, that's just half light. Alright, that's just it. Oh well. Plus one's plus one.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Needs more bass. What? And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick so that you can't get out of your head. Wow, okay, we should start with the melody, but where would you get that stuff? I don't know, I was thinking you would know where. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about analytic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore. He feels ashamed he can't be more of service to the future of dance music. Okay, I'll look into it. In an official capacity, it's up to the police to make the beats go harder. The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation. Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam. Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has some tapes to sell. That's just an idea. There's a hawthorn tree on Rudige's Lane, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches like a bronze ribbons blowing in the wind. I've been there. Oh, I know this. I can tell you where it is. It's all blocked with that stupid traffic. Feels cold. Does it? Check it off. Why are there lungs on your... Are you a thought reader? No nation but transnation. No war but class war. So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist? He's not a communist, that's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist though. Yeah, with the verbal yell. But why aren't you communist? Communism is truth. I could be a communist. You want that? Do you want me to be a communist? Please don't turn him into a communist. Oh yeah, turn him into a communist. Come on, it'd be super. Be a communist, Egghead. The future needs your help. Aye! You guess he's a communist now. Does that mean you're a thought reader? Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are sooner or later one of them will come off as a thought reading. Yeah, reverential imperative. Unless you were thinking reverential imperative right now. Anyway, I've got a similar thing with eggs yelling. I know what you mean. You're right, I wasn't thinking that. Tell me something else, Egghead. Communism rules the nation. Right on, Comrade Luminary. Here comes the sun. You could swear you feel the bright future of the working class reflected off Jermaine Egghead's giant smile and right into your face. Is your real name Jermaine? D'accord, hardcore, Jermaine Egghead. Basically, yes it is. Why are there lungs on your belt buckle? Lungs are for love! Why would lungs be for love? When Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body, for the world loved her and she loved it back. Why wouldn't they be? Are the lungs not the place where you hold the breath of your soul? I guess that makes perfect sense. Love! In a woman's lungs, lonely as I am. I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on because I've never loved someone like you before. Catch you later, Egghead. There's one wild cat. I think my authority is currently at -2. Maybe lower. My authority is telling me nothing. It's at -4. Oh my god. All right, let's bring that conceptualization back up. Give me those sweet, sweet conceptualization XPs. Damn, son. Logic classes are anti-logic classes. Let's put on the empathy glasses. And I now only have one hat, unfortunately. So now we can lower the bridge, and it'll be easiest to access here. How anticlimactic. Alright, into the church we go. Let's go. A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church as though rushing to fill a great vacuum in the heart of the city. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Actually, let me put on some visual calculus equipment. Trust me, I'll need it. Oh! Huh. They're almost the same jacket. I don't think I have anything else that raises visual calculus. Nope. Although now I am the stupidest looking cop on the planet. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles? No, it looks intentional. Some long forgotten style. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Feels like it's trying to become one with the church. This figure was added later. It's not a part of the original design. No! Stop running! The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies? Maybe Ruby has been here. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning empty. Huh. A portable Harman Waushi tape recorder. Is it possible it's recording something? Someone's siphoning electrical current running from the outside. Oh, I have to look at the absence. Stained glass window. In white and silver and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel. Kneel. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. There you kneel, among the snowdrifts, diffuse light falling on your hands from beyond the glass. Close my eyes first. The world is silent, but for the creaks and cracks of the massive wooden structure behind you, it covers you from wind outside. The ocean feels distance, its ebb and flow blocked off by the centuries-old pine wood sarcophagus around you. In the darkness, you sense her eyes on you, inspecting you with their multicolored glass, as if you're a bug under a microscope. The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her eye. Blue, green, of what? Compassion? Remorse? She acknowledges the passing of someone who is still alive. You. No, she doesn't care about you. She only cares about her shiny sovereign's orb and her silk robes and getting to the aerodrome on time to leave. What? It's not possible to live. What is the look on her face? Huh. I'm not sure how to describe it. It's remorse? As that useless word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. Do the same as you get up. Your fingertips touch your chest 4 times, then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack of glass. Visual calculus. Reconstruct the cracked glass. A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you, a ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window before it was shattered there. There was an old woman beneath the younger one, and the text, a leitmotif below them. What shattered the mosaic? Unknown. Motor carriage? Gunshot? Someone falling into it? Hooligans? Who's the older woman? The escutcheon on her throne says Irene the Navigator. She's depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsstaffel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence Day advised above. She herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, theriers, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail. The motto, what does it say? Below both women, in luminous black letter, Après la vie mort, après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then along the left side, Après le monde, le gris, après le gris, le monde de nouveau. Lieutenant, this used to say, after life, death, after. Death, life again. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common in DeLorean sacralism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however. Why? It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral interrelated motto. were already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing. What's the motto now? Justice, union, prudence, and force. I like the other one better. So do I. Let's put on any encyclopedic clothing I have. I don't think I have any yet. I say yet because I do know of an encyclopedic piece of clothing that I haven't found yet. Oh well. I'm gonna put on the perception boots. I'll give her a go. How do I know this is the mother of humanism? Yes. This is Dolores Day. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. You knew of this place? It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers. What else do you know? There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sœurs, they called them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the Revolution, or used for building materials. We should be respectful here. Although the building appears to be deserted, I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps. Respectful? Is the lieutenant a follower of Dolorandianism? There is again a small pang of guilt. It's time to ask what happened here. Do you know why it was abandoned? I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here. Who conducted the raid? Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure. How come a lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information? You're not sure? 3 precincts were involved in the raid. People say 41 was one of them. I could have been here. I'm sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters. If I was here, I should find out what I was doing. Good luck. You'll not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. Kim, do you follow Dolorianism? Well, yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are Dolorian in origin. I didn't think you were spiritual. It's not spiritual. It's constitutional. The Dolorian system does not demand faith, only accordance. Huh. Mesk bangers. Red brogues. Killer? Let's see if we can find this crab man. A spider has spun its web around this wooden pillar. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it. Could these wires work as contact microphones? A prayer book has been left open. The silence in this part of the church is almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. I think I hear something. And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Yell as loud as I can. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving. Stomp your feet and clap your hands. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total somehow. Turn to Kim. What's happening? The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer. Can you hear anything? Not really. It's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this. I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics. His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is. Maybe the church was designed in this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing on its premises. Maybe that's what they wanted to discourage. Could be. He doesn't seem entirely convinced, though. Look up into the bell tower. Yes! The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead. Try to see beyond the shadows. Success. It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and is making its way towards you through all the other shadows. On the ceiling? Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. Follow the shadow's movements. It's not a shadow anymore. Becoming more substantial as it gets closer, the shape of an animal descends. Officer, is there something up there? The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is you are seeing. Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go? Prepare for an attack! Oh man, I forgot to ask, what's your face on the ice about it? Tiago, you see something hanging from the rafters looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it? Next time, we talk to the crab man. Crab people, crab people.